What's up, everybody? It's Kyle with the Proctor Classic Snow and Wheel Challenge, here with video number 5 of the $50 Lynx. Today I'm gonna hopefully get the rear skid pulled out and torn apart and clean everything up, paint it, grease it. We'll see how it all comes apart, and hopefully it's not too bad and we can get her all cleaned up, painted, greased, put back together and back in the sled. All right, first thing we gotta do is loosen the track up to get the skid out because the track is tight. So right here you have this bolt, it's got a jam nut on it. So we gotta try to loosen the jam nut and then back this bolt out. There's one on each side. I will try and loosen this jam nut with you guys watching. Okay, that turned really easy, so that's good. And now we'll try to take this bolt loose. That side came loose really nice and easy. Let's see what the other side does. All right, here we are on the other side. I get to do this all left-handed now for you. I did put Marvel on these to make this easier. So I left it on there for a while, give it some time to do its work. That one came loose pretty easy too. Don't know how loose I'm gonna have to get this, but it should help loosen up. I might have to loosen these, take the back idler wheels off too to make this easier, but I'll see if they wanna come off now. All right, I was able to get the idler wheel off the other side. I can't get the little aluminum bar, square bar right here. And kind of show you, it slides back and forth in that track by this bolt, you know, on both sides, pushing it. And then the track, when it spins, pulls it in. I might try starting it and spinning the track to pull it forward, but I tried hitting it with a bar and a hammer. It doesn't want to move. So I think it's loose enough, and I got the wheel off the other side, so I can always go out that way pretty easy. So now there's 4 bolts, one in the rear, one in the front, same on the other side. So you got to get those loose on each side, tighten them back up so the shaft doesn't spin, try to get the other side loose. And once you got all 4 bolts where they'll loosen up, then go back, make sure they're all loose, take all 4 of them out. Once I know that I got them loose, I'll tip the sled on its side and take them out. Makes it easier for getting the skid out. Okay, all 4 bolts came out, nice and easy. We'll figure out if those shafts move once we get this out, but it's like that. And then just pick her on up, maybe. Easier with 2 hands than 1. She is one rusty son of a gun. So it's out. Let's see if we're lucky enough that this shaft actually, oh, that shaft moved. That's really good. And that shaft is not moving. Well, that shaft, if you can tell, we got them springs, so it's under some tension, but it hopefully is as free as the one in the rear, and we can persuade that to come out of there. And then, yeah, it looks like I might have to actually take this apart and blast all this stuff and paint it because it's rustier than I thought. Or we'll clean it up, spray it with the rust on it, and call it good. All right, that went really good. I got both shafts out. They came out nice and easy, really. The one that was in the front has a ton of corrosion and pitting on it, so that took a little persuasion. But they came out, and they're not in real bad shape. The rear one was nice and greased. The front one didn't have a speck of grease on it, hence the reason the one was stuck and the other one was free. So that was my biggest fear. There's a couple little issues that I see right now, nothing too major. Like I said, I don't know how deep I want to go into this thing. I don't know if I'm going to really take the time and the energy to tear it all apart and blast everything. it's really not worth it. I don't want to really restore the sled. Just try to make it mechanically sound to take on 20-mile vintage rides. So not really wanting to spend that many hours dealing with rusty parts. So I'll probably just look everything over, make sure everything's greased good, make sure there's nothing else that's broken. I'll show you what's broken here in a second, but yeah, other than that, that's what I know so far. So on the front of the suspension, these springs right here, if I was standing on the suspension, I could pull that up and it sits in this plastic cradle, and that's what keeps that tension. So if you look on what would be the driver's side, this plastic one, it's froze. That one moves nicely. This one's frozen and it's busted off. See the difference? That one will work. This one, it ends up riding in between the rail and what's left of the plastic thing. And could you ride it like that? Sure. Would I want to? No. So I'll get some of these. The rear ones look good. All the springs seem to be good tension. This shock probably has seen better days, but it's okay. Everything seems to be moving freely. So like I said, I think I'm just gonna grease it, check all the bearings, and put it back together once I order this new part here on the front. And slides look good. I'm not too concerned about this hunk of junk for the 100 or 200 miles I put on in a year. Also, since I'm down here, the front drives look good. No need to pull that shaft and deal with all that garbage. It's just more work than it's worth. The track, for being a 1992, it looks in really nice shape, really. I'll give it a little bit of an inspection, but I didn't see, I mean, it's kind of weather cracked, but nothing severe that I would be worried about it blowing out on a trail. So we'll rock that track. And, but yeah, so we're gonna rock this track. We will order a part or two for that rear skid, grease that. I don't know, get it all back together once the parts show up. I'm not too concerned about it. I think it'll be a fun little sled, and I don't know, we'll have snow again in about 6 months, and we'll take it for a test ride then. All right, since I need parts, that'll be the end of video 5, I guess, so. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I guess there'll be a video 6. Once I get the parts ordered and get everything reassembled, we'll let you see me putting it back in, and then we'll shove this thing in the corner till winter time. Thanks for watching.